Welcome back to Slate Bites. Today, we are going to walk through how to query on tributes with the goal of sending notifications. We'll look at two queries, one for in-honor gifts and one for in-memory gifts. We'll start with our in-honor gift notifications. The base for the in-honor gifts is person. We are going to use an independent subquery filter to identify all gifts with an honoree and narrow our main query to only those records. It is recommended that you rename some of your joins and exports to be sure you are locating the correct person GUID. Now, in our independent subquery, we've joined from gift to gift tribute and gift tribute to person. This person is the honoree. Next, we will use a comparison to narrow our main query to records that have been honored. We'll do this by selecting the GUIDs of the main query person and the independent subquery person. This is an example of when renaming our join is essential for clarity. Our final step in the independent subquery is to add gift filters. We want to narrow to gifts with an in honor of occasion, plus any other gift filters that are applicable to your internal processes. Now we've narrowed the query to person records who have been honored by a gift that meets our independent subquery filters. Our next step is to select our exports. First, let's export the honoree information. I will rename these exports for clarity. Next, let's export the gift information. We will create an independent subquery export to match our query filter. Once we've replicated our query filters, including the person GUID comparison, we can add additional joins for our desired exports, such as fund and donor. This example uses a concatenation of exports, but you can export in whatever way makes sense for your processes. Just be sure you are applying filters consistently. Now, in our query results, we see the honoree's name and contact details, as well as gift information to be used in a mail merge, deliver document, or email notification. The in-memory notification query uses the relation base. This allows us to return one row per relationship connected to a deceased individual, so that related individuals can receive tribute notifications. At the base, we'll join relation to person, where person represents the deceased individual. As mentioned earlier, it is strongly recommended that you rename joins for clarity, particularly person joins. Next, we'll make an independent subquery filter, just like we did for honor gifts, except this time we are comparing the tributed person GUID with the deceased person GUID. You may also wish to add additional filters to determine which related individuals should receive notifications. Now that we have narrowed our query to relationship records connected to a memorial tribute gift, we can begin building our exports. Because our query uses the relation base with a base join to person, we have direct access to exports for both the notification recipient and the deceased individual. Next, we'll create a subquery export for the tribute gift information. Just like in our in-honor query, it is important to replicate the same gift filters used in the main query so that only the intended gifts appear in the export. You may also choose to add additional joins to things like fund and donor, and add the exports in your desired format. In our results, we can see the deceased person being memorialized, the name and contact information for the notification recipient, and a list of gifts made in memory. This information can now be used in a mail merge, deliver document, or email notification. Thanks for watching.